I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble.
I'm never gonna doubt myself again.
In big trouble. And I
Because,
don't
like,
want to be in big trouble.
Because I know my audience and that's like I was even talking to Prod Solo yesterday. Travis was listening to me. He was saying to me like, Dongo, like, I'm gonna give you 10 more episodes, like one more season. I goes, bro, I'm not doing seasons anymore.
Yeah.
He's like, no, but like, I need you to be like what we loved you for was season 1, like the madness. That I was like, yeah.
You know what? I was actually sorry to cut you off.
No,
going because I was only saying, like, I was gonna even say to you when I came, I was like, it's seeing your growth from season 1 to how you are now. Like, you're really good at professional. You're keeping professional.
Yeah.
The way you conduct yourself, ask the questions. You even do your research on your guests.
I don't do research. I don't do research. No.
Okay.
Like, obviously, if I know like someone's coming in, say like an artist or whatever, I know the gig on them already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I used to like do the most research I've done was John Connors. Like, I watch back videos, old interviews, blah blah blah. Kiefer Crosby as well a little bit. But obviously, I'm gonna have someone. Obviously, Izzy touched on the last episode about like sickle cell and stuff, and I want to have a conversation about that. You know what I mean? That's someone that works in the foundation. That one there, I will do research because obviously I want to know what I'm talking about, and if I can able to talk in depth about it, and obviously with the guests as well, like to be able to bounce off a conversation, not just sit here and not be able to ask questions, follow up questions, etc. Do you get me? But no, look, like he wants like the madness and all. I was just like, no, like I feel like the conversations this is what I imagined it in my head. I think that the madness was me trying to get the Stuck It In Was Gone clout again.
Yeah.
Do you get me? That was trying to get that viral moment. It's not going to be like that.
Not gonna
Do you know what I
be
mean? So I like it this way, and obviously I still will like. I've had some moments where you have funny stories, blah blah. But Malik's one was like intellectual.
It was very.
He was very deep, and I didn't think it hit like that, and people loved it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is that the type of man you'd like? Intellectual man?
Yeah, like you want someone that has a head on them. Like you don't want someone who's just out in the blues, hasn't a breeze. What's going on? Sorry, I have to. Is this recording?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Sorry.
Like, well, don't worry about it. You're not an RTE. It's the hood.
But no, of course, like I think even my taste has obviously changed. Back in the day, I used to want the hood guy, this, that. But it's like you get to a certain age where it's like, I want peace. If anything, the main thing you want is peace. Someone of that kind is not going to bring you that or that type of stability. So you have to really think deep and deep in. But
your type is funny.
Actually, do you know what? I do, and I don't have a type.
No, do you know what? Your type went for, because when I first, you were actually like my Twitter friend. Like we started off, I'm going to get our history for it in a minute, right? But you started off as my Twitter friend, yeah? So Twitter friend, but obviously at the time you were dating a Mundili, right?
Yeah.
Then when I first initially met you, like remember when we met in London? Remember in Shoreditch, yeah, right? We'll get into that story. Right? We'll get into that story, right? So I met you in Shoreditch, whatever. You were into niggas, yeah. Then all of a sudden you've been with niggas for a couple of while, blah blah. Then I went back to Mundilis. Then all of a sudden, 2023, 24, Monda Mundibu. Like, how did you go to Monda? Like, how did you get there?
Listen, even I don't even know how. I actually don't know. I just think I attract everyone. I attract every race. There's not one race that doesn't find me attractive.
Was your family like? Because I know what I remember. My ma, when I was told her like, I might go that side, yeah. Mundibus, my mom went mad. You get me? Sure, they don't like us. What you doing? And some people don't accept it. You get me?
Yeah.
And obviously, I'm not gonna get into it because it's too heavy of a topic, and I don't want people cooking me, right? But that one, that Arab Christian thing is a bit mad as well, yeah. But would you, if you brought home like a Mundibu, what would your family's reaction be?
I remember when I told my mum I was like, I went on a date.
You told your ma?
But I told her I was going on a date with one, and then she asked me what his ethnicity, and I was like, he's Mundibu, right? And she goes, Noella, please. She goes, and she goes, at the end of the day, c'est la vie, like it's your life.
Yeah.
But I know deep down, it's not gonna be like she wouldn't. But even for myself, I know them man don't like us like that. So I'm not prepared to put myself in that kind of situation. I might have my fun with you, but at the end of the day, we all know where we're going back. Even for them, they know we are just here for the moment. When it comes to marriage, settling down, they're gonna go back to their own. as much as maybe sometimes they don't want to.
Yeah.
But just to keep everyone happy, that's what you have to do.
No, I hear that. Wow, it was crazy. And even like, but watch her quickly before we get the intro in and stuff. And welcome everyone back. Watch your, you see the discourse, right? Obviously, you're a Congolese girl.
Yeah.
Watch your on Congolese men. Watch your like history with them, or your what word can I use? How are you with them, and how are they with you?
To be fair, I've never dated a Congolese guy ever.
Never.
Never. No, actually. Wait. Actually, I won't say dating. We were like young. We were like 18.
Is that what I'm thinking about?
Maybe off camera.
No, I'm not gonna bring it here, but like, is that what I'm thinking about?
Who?
Père double.
Père double.
Come on.
What? Definitely not.
No.
Père double.
Newly Père double.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Now that you've mentioned that's okay.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't actually him, but we'll get into that. Like, that's another thing.
Yeah.
But there was one. He's actually from your neck of the woods. Funny enough, that I liked actually, but it just didn't end up being a good person. So.
Yeah.
But to break like Congolese guys, I like. My issue, obviously, I've probably done in the past where I've said this about Congolese men, but growing up, I was like, I don't think we should bring our men down. Even if we're not going to go for them, at least just let's not talk bad on them.
Yeah.
That's just how I see it.
Yeah, listen, get off that bollocks. I couldn't give a rat's. Do what you want. Love is love. I don't like these topics.
I do like Congolese men that just don't live in Anglophone countries. There's something about the Francophone Congolese men that I like. But I've been around them as well, and they're too full on. So it's like, I actually can't win either way.
No, do you know what? Someone sent me something on TikTok. I'll send it to you later, right? Flirting in Lingala is crazy. Bro.
Oh, no, stop.
But
It's crazy.
You get, the thing I hear what you Congolese, because obviously a lot of people are circled back, right? That used to chat shit. Oh, Congolese this, my ninja this, blah, blah, blah. These are all dating Congolese niggas. Some of you are even engaged, right? Excuse me, whatever, yeah? Cool. But it's like, I remember, not the fresh ones, like the fresh, like not Congolese guys like myself or my brother or even N1 or Tom's, yeah. No, like we're like Westerners, you can say, yeah. But you get them ones that are like still have the mentality of Mboka, like they'll go up to you and start like, you know what I mean? Call you Chevy, Petit, and all. I mean, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing, bro?
Yo, ça vraiment me. I'm like, ew.
Yeah. Like, what are you doing,
me.
bro? Like, stop.
Like, literally.
You're 25. You have the mentality of our dads, bro.
Yeah.
Allow it, man. Do you get me?
Like, but imagine our parents being moved to Lingala. Like, how they found it. Ew.
Oh, stop. Well, anyways, quick one. Welcome back, If I Speak Podcast 2025. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you guys had a fantastic Christmas and a happy New Year. I hope everyone's gone into the new year with their resolutions, their goals, their plans, their ambitions, and you know, whatever you just have going for yourselves. Remember, keep God first. Keep praying over your goals, and don't give up, like I always say. Do you know what I mean? So this is the year I feel personally that's gonna be a fantastic year. Starting off, I want to keep like doing the promo for the live show because I've been I've been terrible with that. I've been terrible, just being busy. Just 2024 was tough. Do you get me? But we're coming to the other side. But this year, I've been saying it way before the new year. See, when the new year comes, everyone's I'm gonna be like this, I'm gonna be like this, I'm gonna be like that. No. I always felt like I don't know what it is about 25. I just have a feeling it's gonna be a good year. Do you get me? So look, live show 1st of March. Oh, 1st of March, Jesus, 15th of March. Tickets are linked in the bio on Instagram. I'm gonna put links in the bio on under the YouTube. If you're watching on audio, head over to the YouTube to you know go get the tickets. I want the full house. I want people to come because it's gonna be a good crack. It's gonna be a good crack. Yeah, man. Welcome, Noella. First time on If I Speak Podcast. Do you want to give a little intro, a little background with yourself?
So my name is Noella, 26, from Balbriggan.
Big stand
I am a brow tech and a lash tech, if I can say that. And yeah, that's just a bit of me.
Lovely. No, we'll get a proper introduction into you. But before I get into all that, how was your Christmas and how was your New Year? What was the gig? What's Christmas like in your household?
Christmas was grand. It was quiet. Like, so we obviously went to Jordan's because they were hosting. So we spent Christmas with them. I stopped drinking, so I no longer drink anymore. So it's actually my first sober Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, you off it like completely?
Off it completely.
Why?
I'm just saying, like, I realized, like, when I was drinking, it's like I wasn't benefiting anything. It's like I'm waking up anxious. I'm waking up like moody, and like it just wasn't good for me. And I think also because I'm trying to focus more so on my health, like fitness and stuff like that. I was like, look, cut out the drink, because if I say eat healthy and go gym and I'm clean throughout the week, and then the weekend comes and then everyone's like, oh, let's go out, you drinking, it kind of sets you back. Well, for me personally, it's like all that hard work I've put down the week is going to set me back, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to be too tired to go down and have breakfast or whatever. I'll probably go out, buy a chicken fillet roll. And then that evening I'm going to go off now and order Chinese, and then it's just kind of like, you know, I just don't want to feel the feeling that I felt when I was on drinking alcohol. And obviously because I'm getting closer to God as well, I'm just kind of like, there's just certain things as I'm getting older I just don't want to partake in anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I'm saying this now, but look, I can have a slip up, who knows, but I'm just praying. That's why I'm trying to kind of also change my environment, the people I'm around, the things I'm doing. Like, if it's going to be involved in drinking and all, like, I'm not really, like, trying to be there. Not saying that I don't want to hang around with you or such, it's just like, just kind of.
Do you know what it is, right? I think it's just moderate, because especially when you're getting off it, you're not going to fully get off it, do you know what I mean? I think it's more moderating it, because I think even me at Christmas, right, I know my level now.
Yeah.
And when you feel that, oh, if I take another few glasses here, it's going to be party time, you know what I mean? Top is coming off, hips are going to start moving, like I'm not getting an electric shock, you know what I mean? So I know my level now. I don't like the way I used to when I was like outside and just get like locked or whatever. What I do is like, because we're about
Remember
to start,
London, how I was that time. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's another reason.
Yeah. when the days of outside, like, oh God, like, it was terrible. Like you said, the hangovers, the headaches, the mistakes you make as well. I remember even one time, you probably got a message as well. But I remember, like, when I'm locked, like I'm in done, trying to look for parties or whatever, blah, blah. I remember texting my whole phone book. You know what I mean? This is back in the day, like, asking girls, where are you, blah, blah, waking up. Did you ring me last night 5 a.m.? What you doing ringing me at 5 a.m., 6 a.m.? Like, that is, like, head loss, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You make some awful decisions when you're on it. So, no, it's good that, like, a lot of us are drifting away from it. It's just, like, I'll have on a Friday, I'll have a glass of wine.
Yeah.
If I'm out, I'll have a cocktail with me dinner or a wine. But to go out partying and, like, drinking like a mad person, nah, I'm not really on that anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, even at Christmas, like, what were you like at Christmas? You having a few hours at Christmas? Oh, yeah, grand.
I didn't drink at all at Christmas. Did not touch a sip of alcohol at Christmas. So I was just drinking like 7-Up and all that. And it was grand, because then I was a designated driver anyways. So it was grand being able. Then I woke up fresh. And then what day? Yeah, just kind of went on about my day. And then New Year's, yeah, it was quiet as well.
Yeah. Let's go back a little bit, right? Usually I'll go to the gig, right? And obviously I'll ask, oh, how did you grow up when you were a kid and all, but because we're in the new year, let's talk about last year, because I've seen a lot, and I've seen it in 23 as well, because me, I don't miss anything, right? Not you per se.
Yeah.
It's everyone, yeah? I always see, like, 2023 was a tough year for me, and it seemed like a lot of people had, like, a tough year last year, do you get me? And obviously New Year's kind of like that opportunity to turn over a new leaf. And obviously me and you have had conversations, and I even said it to you there before we came in, before we were on camera. I didn't even see you last year at all. This is the first time I've seen you, and we can't even remember when the last time we saw each other. You get me? And then we'll get into it, like, when we first met after, obviously, I asked you this question, but it's like, how was last year for you? Because I know you've had a lot of difficult moments and blah, blah.
Yeah.
And before I even get on to my question, sorry, are you still in that place? Are you still working on a place?
Working where?
Remember that place? Are you in a job now? You're jobless, right? Grand. So we can talk about, right? But yeah, no, but how was? Edit nothing. How was 2024 for you?
To be fair, like, do you know what? It was a lot better than 23, if I can say. Like you said, I had my moments up and down, but everything that I wanted to actually do last year, I did.
Okay.
So I can't really complain about that. Like, I got to travel. Like I said, I wanted to go to like 4 countries. I did that. obviously I wanted to focus on my business, although it was slow, but I know come December, that's when I really start to put emphasis and actually try to focus a lot on that. And I did that. Fitness was up there. I did that. Although I had slip-ups here and there, but I still did that. Career-wise, like jobs and stuff, like, yeah, that was a bit tough. But, like, yeah, like, that was one aspect that I can say I was kind of like, what am I doing with my life? I start to kind of question stuff like, what is it that I want to do? Obviously, I know what I want to do. What I'm doing, focusing on now, is what I want to do. But in the meantime, obviously, I need something to keep me going until I can actually be like, go 100%. But other than that, I can actually say, and I learned a lot about myself. I really learned a lot about myself and friendships and all of that jazz, even family. Like, it was just such an eye-opener year. But I can't really complain and be like, oh, for me personally, it wasn't a shit year. Like,
Okay.
It had its moments, but I've had worse. I've been through worse.
I feel like the reason why I asked you, like, obviously, like I said, it's especially when I know the person personally, it's easier for me to kind of have these conversations. But I'm gonna ask you just for the sake of like the audience or whatever. But it's like, and I'll speak for me as well, right? Because we can bounce off each other. It's like the one stress in my life. People think it's like because I'm shouting up and down on Instagram and Twitter. Dongo's crashing out. He's gone crazy. Fucking idiots. Like this is if you know me personally, KD in production here knows me. Smart people know, man. Outside of cameras, I'm loud. I'm still the same way. I'll box your head in. Blah blah blah. All this, whatever. Do you know what I mean? I'm loud. Do you get me? So man think that when I come up here and I'm shouting, even on the girls post, someone left a comment, right? They were like, "Oh, girl, you should have cut that last bit out." No, I don't know if you watched it, GTG's podcast when I'm on my media run. Should have cut that bit out. Oh, he looks like he's going through stuff. Shut your mouth, you bleeding tick. Like, listen, first of all, no, do you know what, right? I'm with my son nearly every day, right? My daughter is fantastic. I was with my ma there today. Went to Costless. She got a bit of chicken for the gaff and all, you know what I mean? My sister was her birthday yesterday. Shout out Sophia. You know what I mean? Happy birthday to you. Love you. Yeah? Family is great. Me dad is doing well with himself. My life is calm, bro. Do you get me? So when man's here, like shouting and all that, it's just whatever. Like, I'm just having a bit of crack, whatever. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
It's for entertainment.
Yeah, it's for entertainment. And yeah, elements of it is a bit like whatever. There is a lot of truth in it. But like more time it's whatever. But the main stress, back to my point, of my life is the fucking job. Don't I work from home 5 days a week? Noella. Dark.
I see your tweets.
It's fucking dark. I'm having murder with the Lewis, right? Every day the Lewis. You get on at Abbey Street, right? It's the Sagat one for City West where we're going home, yeah? Then I'll tell you at Red Cow, oh, no, get off this. This isn't going to Sagat. It's going into the depot. It's our service. Then you have to wait for the Talon one. Get to Belgar. Stand there again. And there's hundreds of people. Like, that's every day I'm battling with. They're getting up, blah, blah, blah. And obviously in the job as well itself. Because obviously they're trying to get rid of me. There's a lot of stuff like anything that I do, like someone else be doing, but they'll pick on me type of thing. Do you get me? So that's been stressing me out like a lot. Like the job, like they're putting pressure on you. Won't move me off the phone. Like the team that I'm on, and all that. I remember even like I'll say it here. I don't give a shit. I'm in my PIP meeting. Yeah. So those who know PIP is like a personal improvement plan or something like that. It's right that you're on, right? It's very bad. Like you're not supposed to be on. I'm on the twice, but the family twice as well, right? Quick story. So I'm with one of the managers that is doing it with me. And I fail. So if I'm late or if I'm not answering back emails, remember I used to not answer back emails, you fail basically that week. So you're on it for like 6 weeks, and if you fail, it goes to HR and you could get like a warning or whatever, blah, blah. So there was 1 week that I failed, right? So the main manager failed me because I missed the call, right? But there was 3 of us there. And like I think I was talking to someone or something like that, but she could have picked any one of us out like that. They missed the call dropped, yeah. But she picked on me obviously because I'm on this PIP or whatever, and they don't want me there, yeah. Noella, he goes, I shouldn't even be showing you this, right? But here's the email that she sent. So Noella, like I said, right, niggas know, I already said it on GTG's podcast. Forget Dongo. Dongo's my family name, yeah. And obviously I turned it into a brand, Dongo whatever. It's Goody, right? Goody 2.0. Remember that? The wanker that they think that's crashing out, that's angry, that's all this crap, yeah? Right? My name is Goody. 4 letters. Dongo. 4 D-O-N-G. 4 letters, yeah? Right? She writes, GD missed a call. Right? So then, and then Stephen wrote Stephen's name in full. Wrote me as GD, like I'm some fucking prototype, like I'm some robot or something. Oh, it pissed me off. Because I'm like, and I said it, so you know the guy, right, the manager, I'm not gonna say his name, you know the Mundibu, yeah? I said to him, look, me and you, yeah? Because me and you, we're people of colour, yeah? He's a Mundibu, he's like Indian guy, yeah?
Yeah.
We're people, and see when I'm talking to you, pointing at me and all, right? I did that. I said to him, we're people of colour, yeah? And sometimes even one of the managers will come at my team, talk to everybody, or say nothing to me.
Yeah,
right?
That's not fair.
Listen, that's what I'm saying to you.
Yeah.
Then the GD won't let me walk from home. No, all this carry on, yeah? Grand. I goes to more people of colour, and you know what our people are like. I could easily turn around here if I was a bastard and if I was dramatic, right? And go to HR and claim racism against these managers. And he smartly agreed with me because he knows the gig in the sense of like his people do the same. The second I told my man, what I'm about to telling you, my mom turned around, oh, what's up, my sister, right? I was mad hard. It's not racist. It's just like, obviously, they just don't want me there, don't like me or whatever, blah, blah. But that's been my biggest kind of stress. Just like trying to, obviously, move jobs and get another job and get out of there, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, obviously, we spoke, if you don't mind me saying this, where even in your workplace, you felt like there was a bit of like something going on there. If you want to elaborate, explain.
Yeah, like I felt that in the one job I can say I felt that it would be in the bank because like, there was a very lack of diversity in the bank. And it's like, for a majority of the time, I was the only black person and there wasn't any other foreigners. See, the bank job was weird because it's like, you'd be in one branch and then they'll ask you to cover certain branches, or like that. But in the main branch where I started was obviously in Swords. So it was just myself and Dave. Well, David, he was Polish. So me and him obviously bounced off each other because foreigners just tend to kind of stick together.
Yeah.
But, like, that's where I really felt it. And I just kind of started to feel, like, it took me a while to kind of come out of my shell as well.
Yeah.
Like, it took me a while. And they're like, oh, now you've come out of your shell. But it's like, yeah, but you just have to kind of understand, like, being, like, the only foreigner in these white environments is, like, the same way they would probably feel mal à l'aise if they were the only white person in a foreign environment. So, obviously, that kind of it made me feel a type of way. But, obviously, as time went by, I got used to them. Like, and I felt settled then. Obviously, when I went to the other jobs, I didn't feel like that at all because it was very multicultural. It was very diverse. So, it's like, it was more so, like, the management then I started to have issues with. It wasn't so much the people.
Same with me and my job. It's just the management. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
But, yeah, that's just how I kind of felt. But, like, in the dentist that I was in, she was psycho, like, she was...
Talk to them. No, you wanted to come on if I speak. You know the gig here. You know, you watch every week, right? You were getting bullied. Talk to them. You were getting bullied. Talk about the bullying. She
was actually insane. Like, she'd have cameras all over the clinic. She'd be at home or in Portugal and she's looking at cameras like... I'm like... When you take time off is for you to switch off work, to switch off, just enjoy it. And then when you're back into work, then you deal with the problems. But you'd be there watching like, oh, I saw you in the camera and you weren't doing X, Y, and Z. Breaks were only 15 minutes after every 3 hours. Apparently that's legal actually, because I actually looked it up and it's legal. She didn't want anyone talking. You couldn't talk to the dentist. You couldn't talk to your colleagues. It was just, the only good thing about that job is that she fed us. She actually had food. She had a cabinet full of food. Like, you wouldn't have to need to bring
So it was her own personal clinic? It wasn't like the HSE or anything like that? It was her own personal?
She owns it.
Right,
like,
right.
And it was just insane. And there was times where I was sick. Like, I went away on holidays and I came back and I was actually really sick.
That's when you went to Dubai?
No, this is when I went to Marbella.
Okay.
So I came back from Marbella and I was sick and I was coughing. I went in anyways one of the days because we had some training. I went in and done the training, but I was like, I actually can't visit. And she's like, look, I need you to bring me in a sick note. But I was like, legally sick certs are after 3 days or whatever, but apparently they're not. So it's depending on their rule, because I actually got advice off a lawyer, like, even no, not even. No, but listen, because I wanted to get like an understanding. Like my brother's missus, she's works in HR, so I went to her and I was like, "What's the story with all this sick leave and blah blah blah?" So I sent her like, it says if you want to get paid for your sick day, send us in a sick cert. But I was only sick a day, and I was like, oh, I can go a day without, like I don't need it. But she was adamant that I give it to her. So that's when I had to be like, even my sister wasn't understanding. No one was kind of understanding what was going on. It's like some SSP, statutory sick pay. So they pay you for being out sick if you give them your thing. But obviously legally, it's 3 days and then after you present a sick cert. But she wanted me like to give it to her, but I didn't have to. It's only if I wanted to avail of it. Then there was just so much back and forth between her and HR. She's HR. She was like, oh, I'm going to send this off to HR. There's this one woman that comes in.
The owner of the clinic is HR.
Oh, she is, basically. There's this one person that comes in that pretends to be HR. She's there for like half the day. Like her presence doesn't make a difference to anyone. Like if she's there, she's not there. And so after that, I was just kind of like, so I called in sick because I was actually sick. And then after being sick, I was like, yeah, I'm just not going back. But like my mom was up to, like, I was telling her, like there was one time I came home and she could just see my face that I was proper drained, and she's like, yeah, you're not feeling this place anymore. I can just tell by your energy, like you're so drained and stuff. And I was like, yeah. Then when I filled her in and everything, she was like, yeah, I can just tell.
Sorry for cutting across you, but I think you're very scratching the surface with what. Because see, the thing with you, right, there's 3 people, I always say this, right, I think I've said this to you before.
Yeah.
There's 3 people in my life that are completely, this is from me, this is my opinion, yeah, because, these people, when they watch, like, shut the fuck up. People annoy me, like. There's 3 people in my life that I know, personally, that are very unproblematic, that just mind their own, harmless people. And if they were to get angry or really pissed off, you really did something. Do you get me?
Yeah.
I could say that for you, my dad, and then my big cousin. Remember, I was living in Lake Leaks with my cousin, yeah? Who was our husband's a pastor. And then I remember you were stressing out. I think you tweeted something. And it was something to do with a job or something like that. And I remember saying, do you know what? This has been going on from the previous job, right?
Yeah.
And I felt like a discernment to ring you, do you know what I mean? And I went on to this job now, and I was like, no, like, let me ring her, because that's back-to-back jobs now. That's headlock, that's a lot. Yeah. I'm going through my madness here in this job. Like, Ladbrokes, I swear to God, like they always say, you don't appreciate something until it's gone, yeah? But the only thing with Ladbrokes was, I was seeing customers more than I'm seeing me fucking kids. Like, the 12-hour shifts and all, like 9:40 to 9:40, getting home at 11 o'clock and all, walking in Kilnarden, people bleeding. You know what I mean? Telling you they're going to kill you every 2... That's why I want to kill everyone every 2 minutes. Do you get me? You're getting told, like, wait, I'm going to wait for you outside and all. You know what I mean? Like, this is the environment I'm growing up in. Do you get me?
Because of in the bookies.
What?
They're trying to kill you because...
It's money. People are putting their bleeding life-saving mortgages, fucking credit unions trying to win a few quid. You know what I mean? You're in the it's dark. Right? And this is why I have this attitude of, when you annoy me, I'm going to dig the head off you. Like your man Lord of the Rings that's been tweeting, talking shy. I see him last night. I go up to him, watch the gig, buddy, smiling at him. Yeah, he was, tweet now. Tweet now, buddy. And it's not as if, like, people, I know niggas behind it because they won't say it to my face. Niggas are very good at, like, saying stuff in here, there, everywhere, yeah? Don't say it to my face, right?
Yeah.
I know niggas are probably looking at this young fella's a bully. It's not about being a bully, bro. Don't talk shit. Yeah. That's the same with anything in life. I've talked smack before. I've gotten phone calls before.
Yeah.
I've gotten phone calls before. Your gas gonna get it. Your this, your that. You're gonna get it. I've gotten phone calls because you're talking smack. They need to have circumstances of what you're talking about. You know what I mean? So you seen him last week. What's the gig, bro? Don't even look me in the eye. We are talking smack on Twitter. You know what I mean? Do you ever watch Power? Do you ever watch Power?
Yeah.
When Ghost is standing there and looking, and then in the club, he's just looking at people, right? So I'm on the stairs now, like, yeah? So I'm standing there. No one's out. Noah's not out. John's not out. No one's out. I'm on my own. Simba, I don't know where Simba was, yeah? Standing there with a drink in my hand. He's there with his mate.
Is this person black?
Yeah. Have you not heard me going on a rampage asking people for knocks and all? Have you not been? Where have you been?
I haven't been on socials.
We'll tell you after, right? Well, let me just get this in, right? Standing there on the stairs, I'm smiling. I'm like, what's up? Like, I'm on it, like, I'm active, you know what I mean? What's up? Him and his mate, he was about to walk upstairs. I swear to God, some of my kids. He's gonna walk upstairs. And he looked, he's like, let's cut, man. But his mate is looking at me, like, as in, like, he's ready, you know what I mean? I was gonna school me, drink out his head, a little dope. Like, what are you looking at? Little fucking idiot. But yeah, that's why, like, you know, you have these attitudes because you're coming from these certain areas and just don't mess with people. But what I wanted to say to you was...
Yeah, but do you see the thing as well? Like, I hear where you're coming from, but when you have that type of attitude as well, they're going to see you as that aggressive black woman, that aggressor.
Oh, no, I'm not... No, not you. This is where I was going. No, I'm talking about me. Why I have the attitude that I have because the environment I came from. And obviously, I was saying, you were talking surface level, what happened to you in that job where it really affected your mental. Let me go back because I was going on a tangent there, yeah? I called you. Remember I called you that time? And then you was talking crazy, bro. Do you remember? Remember the phone calls we had? And I was like, shit. Just talk to us, like, deep dive into it, how tough it was for you in that job.
Like, I just never really felt settled. And, you know, like, when you're new, coming into anything new, like, everyone in there, I just felt like they were real cliquey. So, and you knew when they were bitching about you. I always, like, they wouldn't even hide it that they're bitching about you. But what they'll do is they'll just use a different tone. Like, they'll whisper and stuff, but... Then when they're done talking and bitching about you and whispering, they'll use their normal voice. Yeah. Type of thing. And I'm like, this is not... Do you know when you think the grass is greener, but it isn't?
Yeah.
Like, I thought the grass would be greener. It's like, yeah, you're working less days, more money, blah, blah, blah. But then your environment has a big part to play in it as well. It's like, I know sometimes... my plan was always just to go in, do my job, put the head down and go. But when you try to do that, there's always an issue somewhere. That they'll always try to nitpick at issues and like the tone they'd use that'll come across sometimes. I was just kind of like, no, like I'm not tolerating that. Like you shouldn't talk to me in a certain, like I'm not a kid. Like I'm not. This isn't secondary or primary school. Like communicate me like an adult and stuff. Like I was just kind of, then I was just kind of like, no, it's not for me. And then I worked up until my last holiday, and I was like, yeah. Later.
Yeah, sometimes I know, listen, everyone's always on about chase the bag and like in this life have money and all, but sometimes your self-respect and then your mental as well, because even me, I'm not gonna lie to you, I've struggled, but it's like Christmas was the motivation because the kids need to be looked after, do you know what I mean? And obviously look after me ma and stuff like that, but it's just like there is a point where now, say if I was to get let go, like our job is doing like redundancy, like voluntary redundancy. You get like 20 bags or something, 15 to 20. It depends how long you're there or whatever. I might sign up to it.
How long are you there?
No, I'm eligible, but I know with all the HR stuff, they probably won't give it to me. And they're probably doing it as well. They're doing a lot of cutbacks. Yeah. So they're probably like the higher earners. People have been there longer, trying to get them, you know what I mean? Like, so. And like I said, you're only a number, like, because if something happens to you tomorrow, they'll replace you like that, do you know what I mean? You have to remember that as well, do you get me?
Yeah, that's why I'm always kind of like, you're literally a number. I can get hit by a car, God forbid, and be gone.
Where's the wood? God forbid.
God forbid, but you know what I mean? Like, by the end of the week, there's already advertising to replace you, so it doesn't put on all this, people like, oh, I've worked hard to get in this position. Fair enough, like, if that's your goal and you want to progress in your fields, that's fair enough. I can't knock anyone's hustle, but I know deep down what I want to do, and like I'm just doing that to pass time, just to keep myself going, because what I'm working on is, for me, is a lot bigger than what.
Yeah, 100, and we're gonna get into that as well, right? I'm proud of you as well,
you know,
kickstarting that off. Finally, this girl, man, of all the advice, but we'll get into that. Let's go back a little bit, right? So obviously, you are. Let me see if you get this right. You are our friendship, yeah. So you are a subject of a failed loan bid, right? So what's that mean?
I know what it means, but
so basically, I put in a bid for a loan and it failed. So what does that mean?
You put in a bid to link a girl and it didn't succeed.
You. Yeah. But it's blossomed into such a beautiful friendship. You're my guy, blah blah. But like, it's not because it's not. She's not. It's not. It's not.
Remember that.
It's not. Yeah, remember that. Because it wasn't like, I've never seen you. I've never seen you before. Nothing. You just popped up on Twitter one time.
It's our friendship really blossomed during COVID.
COVID, yeah.
Yeah, when we're doing house party.
Yeah. So, but I remember, like, it was before that even, because I texted you. It was 2018, I think it was. Them times there.
Jeez, that's ages.
Yeah, it was Twitter, and I remember adding you, blah, blah, because you were Noella Hennessy or something. Remember back then you loved the Hennessy or something? remember I got you that big fuck off bottle for your birthday as well, remember?
It took me 2 years.
Yeah.
And I didn't even
that
drink
was a fat one, wasn't it?
It was. I gave it to my brother.
It was like 60 quid or something I paid for the right for your birthday years ago. And so yeah, I remember like, yeah, it was this girl that chatting away. First, because you were with the Mundilla at first, obviously, look, I'm not trying to like, you're already attached to a club. Then
club, you know.
Then you became a free agent. And I was like, raw, see, blah, blah. You're developing as well, you know what I mean? Match experience is getting better. I said, right. Got your number, we're chatting, and then you're like, don't go on like. But now look, it's developed into a blossom friendship. But I want to get to know you on a deeper level in the sense of like young Noella, right? So Balbriggan, have you always lived there, yeah?
No, I lived in like Donna Bay for about a year.
You started in Donna Bay for a year. So chat to us then. Like, young Noella growing up, Donna Bay, what's the gig there and family dynamics and stuff. So where are you when you're like you fourth in your family?
Third.
Oh, you're the middle child?
Yeah. Well, me and Glet would be middle because we have a younger brother, so like.
No, so where are you? Like, are you after Glet? Glet's second?
Yeah.
Then third?
Yeah,
you're the middle child then?
Yeah, but then there's a fourth, so kind of. Well, anyways.
You're the middle child.
Okay.
See what you just did there? That's middle child tendencies. Go on. Talk to me about growing up Donna Bay and moving around to Balbriggan and stuff like that. What's family dynamic like?
Donna Bay was grand. We're only there for a temporary amount of time. We were one, like, there was only at a time as well, I think it was myself and maybe 2 other black families.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah, that'd be
town.
posh wise, wouldn't it? Donna Bay.
Yeah, it is. It's like trying to get a gaff.
Would be a council estate though where you would live?
No, we weren't.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, yeah, like then we moved to Balbriggan in 2004. So it could have been. I remember it was a bit cold. So maybe we were going into the winter time.
Yeah.
Then little bro was born. Actually, I lied because he was born this summer. So it was in and around.
You're 100% the middle child. 100%.
It was in and around them times anyway.
Yeah.
I remember Ma being pregnant anyways.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so he was born then. So we lived there, went to school there. Yeah, like, I don't know what else do you want me to say.
This girl.
Anyways, yeah, so went to school in Balbriggan. I was in a different primary school, then I ended up moving from that primary. I went to St. Teresa's. Any Balbriggan heads will know. Yeah. So I moved then to Peters and Paul's. So majority of my life has been spent at Balbriggan. Went to secondary school there. Only thing I didn't do was college there, obviously. I had to go to Dundalk for that. And then family dynamic, it's just my siblings and my ma, really. Like.
Why I asked them questions, sorry, right? It's just because obviously we're trying to meet the person that's today and I try and study you and get like where your mind is. As I say, me being a young fella, right?
Yeah.
I was only saying this to someone where I've been doing a lot of podcasts that I'm watching lately is like, so I watch like the overlap. People will know what the overlap is. Gary Neville's podcast, and he go on tour, and they were talking to like no old school football like the Rossi, Chiellini, right? Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent here a little bit, but it's like, but they were talking about old school football. I remember like that old school football, yeah. And then obviously I started talking with my like in work the other day, talking about my experiences playing football and stuff, and it just brought me back to my mindset, yeah, where I just like, it was just talent for me. Do you get me? It was just like, I just thought I'd just go out and play where you're not eating right, sleeping, studying, you know, elements of religion, because you look at a lot of young ballers now, it's their faith, do you get me, that's carrying them through. Look at Saka, Jurian Timber, Firmino, the players who are passers and all now. There's a fella off Crystal Palace, Trevor Chalobah, which is very deep into God. There's a lot of stuff that I wish, like, say my son growing up now, if he wants to play football or my daughter, whatever she wants to do, they're so well equipped with the information that I have. Do you get what I'm trying to say? With life. And me and you always speak about these things, do you get me? And I'm just trying to like just suss out like, you know, you as a young one growing up, where certain like, because you're very shy.
You think?
Yeah,
I don't
like,
think I
not
am.
shy, but like you always want like a second opinion and stuff.
Yeah, it depends on certain things. I would like. I feel like when it comes to talking.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm shy. I'm outgoing only if I'm comfortable. Like if I can sense you're going to make me feel comfortable. I've no issues talking. Like I can enter a room and go. I can speak to a wall if I have to. Like I'm very chatty, and I feel like. But I get what you mean. Where I want second opinions, but that's if I'm doing something that I'm like. Do you know what? Like if I have to post something, like if it's a picture of myself or something, of course you're gonna want a second opinion. But like, I
don't understand that, because I just post. I don't give a rat's what Tom, Dick, and Harry think about what I'm posting. Do you get me? And in the past, I did where I felt like if I had been braver, I'd be probably further than where I am now. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Where now I still have them problems today. Where even during the day, right, I was posting a reel, but I wasn't sure because I had like people in it, and I didn't want to upset people because. Noella, let me tell you something. See this game here. People think, even last night, niggas are coming up to me, oh, Dongo, love your pod. One guy was even telling me, stop doing the seasonal stuff and this, that, and that. Everyone loves it.
Yeah.
But what happens behind the scenes? People don't understand, bro. Like, there's friends I'm not speaking to over this stuff. There's people that I just said there, I want to slap the head off because they're just cheeky. It's just whatever. I should be, you know what, if I really deep, I should be a bit calmer in that situation as well. But it's like, when I'm posting, I just post. I don't give a shit. You get me? But why would it be like give you anxiety to post? Like, you know?
I don't know why. I think it's because you're posting for like people who follow you. Like I know, like you shouldn't care, but I don't know. Like just post. Even posting my main story or anything of myself, I get anxious doing it. Like, and I shouldn't have to feel because it's my own socials. But one thing, like Abdel taught me, shout out Abs. He's like, just post and don't look at it. And just let it be, like just leave it, and then. But I have this habit of like I'm not gonna let it be. I'm gonna post, especially if it's a story. I post and then I scroll who's seen it. Like I'm always like, it's like scary. Like this person has seen it.
Yeah.
But do you know that kind of way? But it's a thing as well where I have to grow out of that because, like, it's my social media. Like it's my thing. Like no one's forcing anyone to watch it. Like, and I shouldn't care. Either like of people.
You're not posting madness though. You're not like, you know, like you were the boy you were recently. You're posting like you know what I mean. I tried to get you on loan before. You're a beautiful, you're a beautiful girl. Like it's not as if you're posting rubbish. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and you were doing the gym stuff as well, which we'll get into.
Oh yeah.
You know, you were doing the gym stuff, so you're posting like positive stuff as well. So
yeah.
Have you always been an anxious person? Like, what were you like in school? Were you like in with the popular crowd? Were you a nip bag? Like, you know, with the scruffs? What was going on?
School was a bit weird.
Well, nip bag is a crazy question, but
in primary school, I would have been more like, do you know when a teacher will kind of yell at you?
Sorry, that was such a stupid question.
Why would I be with them? Rate me, please.
Do you ever see when you're, this is my first one back, when you're a nip bag? What the fuck was that? sorry.
My mom wouldn't even allow me to live that life. Remember, we're black.
Yeah. Go on, yeah.
Like, in primary school, like, if a teacher yelled at me, I would have just been like, you know, I wouldn't have spoken back. But then secondary school came, and then that all changed.
Yeah.
Like, if a teacher gave me cheek, I was always in detention. I remember, like, third year? Second or third year, one of them.
Yeah.
And our detention was on Wednesdays because we'd finish early on a Wednesday. You'd catch me there.
Yeah.
I was there. I got suspended. If teachers were speaking to me, I'd give them cheek back. I was like, I couldn't give a rat. Like, I was just giving it loads. But then doing that, it also kind of changed my own like relationship with my mom and stuff at home, because it's like they're getting all these letters like, why is this one getting detention? Like, why are you getting suspended? So then my mom started to punish me. She's like, you're not getting a Christmas present this year. For every time, like, school reports and stuff were coming back and forth. She was doing all that, like, stuff that I wanted, birthdays. I could go birthdays and stuff without getting. But then it was also kind of changing our relationship, and you don't want that. She's like, I want to be close to my mom. Like, I want to feel comfortable telling her stuff, going to her and be like, oh, man, look. But when I was being mubulu, I was doing all that, we weren't going to have that relationship. So obviously as I got older, I had to change. Like, I wasn't even doing things where, like, you know, kids of today, they could be doing worse than what we were doing. I just wanted to be outside. That's what my thing was. I just wanted to be out in the streets, like, with the girls, everyone, just kind of, do you know, that kind of way. But the older I got, I was like, look, Noella, you actually kind of have to change and stuff. So, and maybe that's why I feel like I am the way I am now, because of my past.
Yeah.
Because I was so like, just being cheeky, being just doing rubbish, not listening, and do you know, that kind of way. And I think that's why I'm kind of like, I'm looking at my past, the stuff that I've done.
I see with your business now. So obviously you're gonna go into the lash tech stuff now, yeah.
Yeah.
Because obviously you've had other business ventures as well. Remember the Mikate?
It wasn't that bad. No.
You did the gym stuff as well.
I did that first.
Was it the gym stuff? You had a gym thing going on as well. What was the gig with the gym stuff?
So this was when I was in college.
Right.
So I was like, why not? Like, because obviously I was mad into my gym and stuff like that. I was like, why not just start posting gym content? And I actually did. Like, and I didn't have, for some reason, I didn't have anxiety then posting, which is mad. But I was just posting now. But the reason why I didn't keep up with the gym thing is like, the gym thing, you have to be, like, with anything you do, you have to be consistent, right?
Yeah.
But the reason with the gym thing is like, people want to see progress as well. Like, it's a thing where it's like, you're doing all this gym thing, but you still look the same. It's like, why should I follow you in that kind of sense? Whereas I felt like I was up and down. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, there'll be moments where I'll make progress. I'd probably lose weight or whatever at the time I was. But if I'm not being consistent with all that, like, why should people follow me? And why should they be like, and then I'll go gain weight now and like, oh, she fell off. Do you know that kind of way? Like, do you know that kind of way? And it's like, and then like the goal there was to kind of go into like personal training now, but that's a lot. There's a lot of like science and stuff behind that. Like, especially if I was to give you a meal plan now, like, I have to calculate your BMI, what your caloric deficit is going to be, what your maintenance calories can be, what your surplus. I haven't got the head for that. But see the thing with people though, Noella, yeah? That's where you get like, I'll give them a shout out. I'm not going to be a prick, right? I'll give them shout outs. You get the likes of Sunny Fitness where they are because they have the head for it. Exactly.
Do you get me? And that goes across even what you're doing now with the lash tech stuff. Ask Ava yourself, bro. Think she's where she is today without suffering.
No, of course.
You have to go through that suffer period. Even me right now, bro, like, and a lot of us that are doing this thing, you're always gonna have that period of you're suffering. Bro, there's niggas that like that think this what we do is easy. Come here, they're gone. 2-3 episodes, they're gone. They can make all the excuses all they want. Oh, this. Even me, let me tell you, for free. Obviously, you asked me because we were speaking. When am I coming on the pod? I was like, right, bang. When I got a date, I said I rang you straight away. I was like, right, I have a date sorted. But to get guests, it's not fucking easy.
It's not easy.
It's not a very popular podcast. Yeah, I get told that all the time. But even to get guests is fucking, it's not easy. There's going to be an episode one day, let me tell you for free. You're just going to have me up here talking for an hour. Half an hour tops. Do you get me? This is tough. And that's where, like, with the... I'm just telling you, giving you a bit of advice. Even getting into the lash tag thing, once you go into it, you're going to have to go through some stuff where, like, I don't have the head for it. It's not going to run nowhere. Because you'll be back at that clinic with that psycho. Do you know what I mean? With your head gone, do you get me? We're going to have to go through these...
Don't hire me back.
Do you get me? We're going to have to go through these... Sometimes we're going to have to go through these rough patches, man.
Yeah, no,
we have to. Do you get me? You have to suffer sometimes. Do you get me?
But then I just felt like, it's not that... Then I was like, let me just do it for me. Just continue the fitness thing, but do it for me and not actually... It's funny that we've mentioned the fitness thing because I have so many creative ideas now for this year that just keep an eye out. But anyways... But do you know what is going back to the fitness thing? Like, I'm very grateful for my personal trainer. Shout out Jay. But because all throughout last year, that's when I was most consistent with gym. Like, I can see the changes, nutrition, everything. He's giving me all the lowdown. He's giving me all that. And to actually, but you know what's mad as well? Because I've been training with him 2 years, but it's only last year when we actually weren't doing one.
Who's Jay?
Jay Leong. He's what's his let me actually find his handle so I can show him. What's his fitness?
Is he from Briggs?
Yeah. I'll find it later. We'll probably throw it in. But He's from Briggs. Shout out Abs actually, because Abs is the one that put me onto him.
Yeah, I was just pushing that lead in there as well. I was serious. Gym has become it's become a thing where, like, I think even at the ages that we're getting to as well, like, it's very important, not just for the fitness side of it, it's the mental side of it as well. Do you get me?
That's why I like.
Yeah, because I think mentally it's helped a lot of, like, you see, even with like people that have like going in breakups, they start going to the gym, their confidence starts going back. Look, you're obviously changing your body, clean way of eating as well. Because, like, even me, I'm not gonna lie to you, there was a period where Christmas time I was just chomping. I was like, this isn't right.
Yeah.
The age, because we're about February babies, yeah. You're 5th, innit?
Yeah.
You're born on that day where all the goats are born, yeah? But it's like, no, but my next age is aggressive. Like, my next age is serious, you get me? Like, this is monumental, my next age. Do you get me? Like, I need to start, like, health and fitness. Like, I need to start taking it serious, because I'm getting to that age where, like, you go for a nap, you wake up, your neck's creaking and all, do you get me? Like, you're bending over, trying to pick things up. Your back is going. Do you get me? You start getting serious with that as well. But let me go on to, like, the new venture now. So you said it was Daba first. Was it not Mikati?
No, it was always Daba.
It was Daba, right?
Yeah.
Daba, fitness, obviously. Location as well doesn't really help you. Location, can we say that?
Yeah, like for food.
For food, like, it doesn't really help you,
It
yeah?
doesn't really.
Then there was the gym stuff as well. So now the Lash Tech stuff, yeah? So what has inspired you to go into that? Like, were you previously in life, like, were you always doing beauty, or what's the gig?
Do you know what's funny? You mentioned the lashes, right? This actually going back, I have to go back 2018. I was in a job, I was working in a hotel at the time, and it was me and one young lad that used to work there as well. And he was like, we were just having a conversation about what we wanted to do, and, like, I was obviously talking about makeup and stuff to him. He's like, why don't you do lashes? He's like, you have a pretty face. My man does lashes. Go on YouTube. He was giving me all the tools, things to do. He's like, you have a nice personality. People will go to you and all this and that. And he's like, go on YouTube, learn how they stick them on and stuff like that. Then after you're kind of comfortable, go do a course. They'll train you up. They'll give you the kits so you can start practicing. And I was like, yeah. So I actually took his advice and I went and done that. But for some reason, I just didn't feel like it was the right time to do it. So then I kind of was just working away, living a normal life. And then COVID happened. And then, because I've always liked beauty, makeup and hair and stuff like that. COVID happened. And then, like, the thing with makeup as well, I always, 1 year ago now, all my girls always used to look nice. And I said, why does my makeup never come out like that? And then it was a thing where they always had to do my makeup. And then I was like, but I don't want to be that friend that constantly you're getting your friends to do your makeup on a night out. Like, they have to do their own makeup as well. Like, it's just taking up everyone's time. I remember that year I went to Dubai, so 2019, I hated my makeup. All my pictures that I posted, I didn't even, like, I did post, but I archived them more. If I was posting a picture, I was looking this way, I was looking down. So I was just basically not trying to see my face. So COVID happened and Iwaku was doing, shout out Face by Iwaku. So she was doing a one-to-one. And I was like, yeah, I'm signing myself up for that one-to-one because this is where I have to learn to do stuff for myself, like, you know. So I done that course, and then from then on, I've just been able to do my own makeup then. And then my mum was like, why don't you start doing makeup? My mum, do you know what my mum is? I think my mum has always seen something in me to be able to branch out and stuff, because she's always given me avenues to kind of like, why don't you do this? Why don't you, like, maybe there's something in me that she always seen. And
can I stop you? Because as you were speaking, because there's something I want to say to you, yeah, and I've said this to you before. This is not me just doing it for cameras, because a lot of people think I clout chase and this, that, and another thing, right? I just have to get used to, like, this life now that when you're on camera and you're in public, people just chat shit, right?
Yeah.
But what I sense from you, and even speaking to you now, and fair play, you are being real, you're being true to you. So this is Noella, yeah. But what I sense from you, your mom said there, like, she sees something in you. Do you see something in yourself?
Oh, now I do, definitely.
But you're saying now you do, but 2 weeks ago you didn't see anything in yourself. You were asking me, should I post this? But don't know, for real though, like, do you, I just think with you, yeah, there is so much potential. Yeah. You just need to go, bro. Like listen, I don't want to keep banging on about it because I've mentioned her name too many times, yeah, but it's like, example, Amelia, Ava, these people, right? They're in your field, basically, yeah, but let me say Amelia, yeah, because we know her. And do you know what? Maybe it's life, though. Like, she kind of had to because we've heard her story, yeah? But it's like, because there's something I want to ask you, but I don't know if I should because your family probably get on to me. I don't want that either. But it's like, I know in your life there's been circumstances, bro, where just look at your environment and it's like, why not just go for it? You get me? And see what have you got to lose, Noella? Me, let me tell you about me, right? We're gonna speak about me. Because no one can say shit when I'm talking about myself, yeah? So you can all fuck off. Flat out. Noella, I'm a football player. I'm playing for Crumlin, Shelbourne, Shamrock Rovers, been to America. I'm not an artist or anything like that. I'm not Young Is. I'm not Travis. I picked up my phone in COVID and I'm doing a music competition.
That's what I was gonna.
And I'm here now, we're sitting in front of each other on YouTube and Spotify doing interviews. Do you know what I mean? Fucking just go for it, bro. Obviously, look, you have the tools in sense of like, you know the gig, you know what you're fucking doing, sticking on bleeding lashes, you get me? But like you said, you have a plan for the new year. But a plan without a direction is just nothing, bro. Like, where are you trying to go with it?
No, I have it. Like I do.
Yeah, no. I'm not just saying to you. I'm just saying with anybody,
general,
even me. I've had plans before that went tits up. Do you get me? And even with this, like sometimes, like I said before, yeah, look, it's good and all, blah blah. Look at me, a lot of improvement. But like I remember speaking into there's a thing on Spotify, and I'll send it to you later. I remember speaking about If I Speak podcasts, basically nearly manifesting it. Do you get me?
Yeah.
But there was no direction, like no plan. But obviously, when I started doing the interviews and all, I kind of started switching out what I want to do.
Yeah.
Then I went viral. Then I had a podcast. Then I started planning it out. You know what I mean? But for me, you give me a vibe where you suffer from a lack of self-confidence. I'm trying to see where that comes from. Do you get me? Is it home life? Like, was there like with me? Like I say, right? Say when I was going to football, maybe my dad being there, my mom being there, I probably would have been a better player. Do you get me? Is there anything like that you can say about maybe that affects you, or
There
just
is
you?
a lot, but I just don't feel comfortable speaking about that on camera.
Okay,
so.
yeah, no, of course.
But yeah, like there'll be a lot of things there that kind of.
Is there people doubting you? Like sometimes even your own friends can doubt you, your family. Does that play into it?
Not really. No, not really. I think it's just myself.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I'll touch base with you after, but.
Yeah, no worries.
But yeah, like. What can I say?
Because I feel like you're a person that's been. I'll say this, right? I feel like you've been put down a lot.
Yeah, I'd agree. I'd say so. Yeah.
Because there's no way. Let me tell you something, right? There's no way someone that is like because obviously I know your life like personally in a little bit, like the friends that you have and people around you and like
friends I had.
You see now, and it's like. I remember you even popped up on my private story there today when I said something nice about you. I said Noella's a legend or something, or I think I reposted something. You were like, oh no, people probably in there that don't like. I was like, who doesn't? Do you know what I mean? Like I say, you've been put down a lot, and it's not like people putting your dreams down or just you down as a person, like your goals or your ambitions, or just you as a person.
I think it's a bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how has that made you feel?
Like, it makes you like you mentioned friends there. Like obviously. A lot of them that you thought would support you or actually cared for you and your friendship and to be your friend, they actually don't. And it's just all people are just in competition with you. And like, I would have confided in someone like, or people, like you told them things that like a lot of people would know, and only for them to kind of go off and air your business out and them actually secretly hating you. So like, I'm kind of weird now with like, new friendships or kind of letting people now into my space because it's just like I don't feel like I can trust people like that. Like I just can't trust humans. And obviously going back to family as well, there's a lot there. Like if I was to go deep into that, we'd be here forever. So it's just trying to kind of navigate all that now, if that makes sense.
You said earlier, right, that I always love this, like when people are like, I'm trying to get closer to God, right? So what's that entail? So how are you getting closer to God? If you can touch on that. Because I have advice for you. Like I know I always give you advice, but this is the one that you need to listen to. But go on.
Like I pray, like daily prayer, like morning and night, reading the Bible daily as well, going to church. If I'm not physically in church, at least I'm attending church online, and like just trying to like. That's like for me. They're my things about getting closer to God, like hearing the word of God, and also kind of surrounding my people who are on their own journey with faith. Like we might not have to be the same religion, but at least we're both on like that journey.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying if you're not a believer, I'm not going to be around you. Like that's not me. That's not my character. I'm just doing this for me personally, like my own, and getting closer to God as well. Kind of it ties in with like stuff that's been going on, you know, because like I have to pray over a lot of things, especially my life and how things are, like obviously with my business now and stuff, where I want that to go, and when it does reach where it wants to go, like I always have to keep God the center, because like there's just a lot why I kind of want to, like obviously I can't really touch that based on that on camera, but that I have to, even my mum always says you need to pray over your life, and now I understand why she says all that. So
yeah, no, they do. Mums especially, they do say it for a reason. Just on like support and stuff. I do see it a lot. Especially, I love TikTok.
Yeah.
I think it's an amazing app.
Actually,
It has everything. It'll make you laugh. It will give you ideas. People don't go to Google anymore. People go to TikTok for stuff now.
That's the first thing I go. If I'm looking for a restaurant, it's TikTok.
Yeah, do you get me? You know what I mean? So you'll get people that are creatives on there, and they'll tell you, listen, post.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to post. Even if like people, even me, I'll look at some reels I'll post. I'll be like, oh, I got 200 likes. No man, imagine 200 people coming up to you on a normal day telling you look well, or they like what you're doing. 200, that's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah. But we look at it as it's not Victor Alfred, Ben Williams numbers. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's not millions. No, you're building a catalog for yourself. Do you get me? Yeah. So like it's very encouraging. But the one thing that they always say as well is like, your friends are not your audience, bro.
Oh, no, they're not.
Because you know what you're doing, right? Especially when you're starting off something, yeah? At the start, even with me, like I said, when I picked up the camera, people know me, before all these internet people knew me, yeah? People know Goody from the area as Goody that played for Rovers in the stadium. Yeah. Goody that was the best player in his class. Goody that went to America on a scholarship. That's what they know me as. And they're seeing me pick up a phone. Like I said, I was talking to B about this today. I was talking to B Humble about this today. It's like, how am I judging you? Because B was on the show, season 1. How am I judging you as a musician? I'm here telling you how your voice sounds. I don't do music, bro. I don't do music. You know what I mean? You can have, like, obviously now you're in this game where an album comes, podcasters do it, every podcast, whatever, you talk about an album, rate it and all this and that, on how they like, and you talk about and compare it to other albums or whatever, yeah? But, like, at the time, I'm judging a music competition. How the fuck am I, do you get me? But I picked it up and I started something, and it led me to somewhere where I was able to do a live show in front of an audience, get paid for it, pay other people for it. Do you get me? Because of the confidence. Because, like, and if I had to listen to those people, a lot of people didn't support me, bro. A lot. I'm in a group chat with niggas are saying congratulations, Dongo. There's a nigga in the chat not saying anything. That's how this is. And another thing someone sent me is like, it's lonely at the top, bro. We're trying to get to the top, right at the top. We're all shouting that Ashake song. Bro, there's someone said to me, yeah? Prepare to lose people on your journey, bro. And I'm even starting to have that now.
I've been having it since last year.
No, but it's dark. We're all want that level, bro, it's dark. And that's why sometimes even I put that shield on, because I'm ready, do you get me? But I'm trying to, like, listen, I'm going to have a laugh. I'm going to have the crack with it, yeah? But, like, I'm trying to, like, I've been very quiet on socials recently. I'm just like, just focus on the mission. Do you get me? Like, come in, have these conversations. Focus on the mission. At the end of the day, I'm here for a reason. People are going to listen to these stories that we're speaking about and get some bit of confidence from it. I've done my job. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Don't focus on all that. Another thing where I was going to say to you about when you're getting closer to God is like, for me, yeah, obviously I can lose whoever. Like, there's certain family members I'm not talking to, certain friends I'm not talking to. With respect, yeah, I don't care. Apart from my two babies, I don't give a fuck, bro. I know I have God. Because there's so many times in the Bible you're reading, there's affirmations about, like, with that Philippians 4:13 verse, when I can do all things through Christ that gives me strength. That's actually my screensaver. My screensaver as well. Right? Yeah, we have the same screensaver, right? Yeah, right? Yeah. It's like, Paul wrote that when he was in jail, bro. Do you get me? just stuff like that. When I think I read a verse the other day, like I think it was Isaiah 41:10, where God's like, I'm with you every step of the way. I'll lift your hand up in victory. That's all I need. That's all. That's who's gonna judge me when I die, bro. Do you get me?
Yeah.
So once that's what I'm telling to you, like, because you're giving me like a vibe where like you've suffered a lot from people putting you down. I have as well. But once you lock into that, you will not give a shit. I mean, lock in. Don't just verse of the day. I have a cool little screensaver. Do you know what I mean? I'm slapping up on Instagram or whatever, blah blah. I'm gonna have a 2-2 conversation. Lock into it. Understand it. And I'm telling you now, you'll march forward. Trust me. Trust me, Noella. Because like I said before, you have so much potential. Forget just the talent side of it. Just I can see you doing so well. Just because of even your customer service. You're a laugh, you're a crack. You get me? Because you know we're black community. Yeah. Bad service. Well, I asked for wig November 6th. It's January 2nd. My wig's not here. This is a real story. This happened to someone. You get me? This happened to someone. You know what I'm talking about? This happened to someone. But I feel like you would pride yourself on customer service. You would.
Yeah.
Do you get me? And
I think that's why I really want to emphasize, because I know from going to other people and how bad their service is. Like, just to be fair, it's not just black people. I've seen white people that I've used their service where they're taking a week to get back to me and stuff like that. Whereas, like, I don't want to be that person. So that's why I really want to, like, get the customer service up and going, like. And then that's why I also created, like, a booking system. So then that way my DMs aren't being disturbed. You go and book it. It's there. You're booked in my diary. I'll check in with you the day before to confirm that you're coming and stuff like that. But like that's why I kind of think I'd rather do stuff that way and try keep up that customer service thing.
Where you at with it now? So what's the gig? What have you started? Like what's the story now?
There, like you were telling me just to post. I posted before coming up to you. So
yeah.
And I was really happy actually. I was doing lashes today, so even the way I came out, I was like, wow, like really happy with how it came out, from picking up the tweezers and not being able to stick a lash even on a synthetic mannequin thing, like none of that, to now being able to do what I've done there. And even the girl, it was her first ever time getting lashes at all, and she was loving it. So it's kind of nice having that as well. Like, they come in, she's happy, she's gonna go home now happy. And from
question for you, right? Just see what the other businesses that you're doing, yeah? What's the game, quickly, obviously don't give me your fucking whole strategy, but like, what's the game plan? How are you going to maintain this from what, like, the other ones that didn't quite work out? What's the game plan here? Like, especially, yes, it's well and good saying stay consistent, but how? When you hit difficult periods, you get me? And then, like, with, so with the other ones, how they didn't really work out, how are you going to maintain this one?
Like, going back to consistency, even if I'm not posting content of, like, brows or lashes, I'm actually in a group chat with other girls where we kind of motivate each other and, like, you know, give each other advice and stuff like that. So I can post a day in a life, what I get up to in my day. Like, that's me showing people my personality as well. Like, educate people on stuff, what lashes is or what brows is. Like, kind of, you know, get into stuff like that. That's what's gonna keep me, I feel. Like, even coming on this today, like, people are going to watch this, and this is me showing my personality. People will actually get to see my personality watching me through this. It's like, do you know when you don't, what's the word, like, when you're following someone, like, you don't know what they sound like, what they're about and all, but this is me putting myself out there. So people will actually be like, oh, I actually kind of like her, or they might not like me. Do you know, that kind of way? But at least they're getting to see that side of me as well. Like, try do more talking reels and stuff, so kind of just show a bit more about me.
100%. And like I said to you, like, from speaking to you personally on the phone and stuff like that, and even now on camera, the thing I see with you, you suffer from a lot of low confidence, you get me, and a little bit of steam or whatever. Obviously you don't want to touch on it, but I know it's from, like, people putting you down and stuff like that, you get me? So like I said, just lock in, man. Just lock into the job at hand, bro, and just keep on, like, doing your work behind the scenes and then staying consistent and all, and don't watch what anyone's saying. Get that good book, read it, take a few, you know what I mean? Like, walk with the book, bro, and just just go for it, man, and don't listen to no one. Do you get me? Because like I said, bro, even me, I'm getting battered from pillar to post every single fucking week.
Yeah.
I don't give a bollocks, bro. Do you get me? Where in the past it probably would have been a thing where I probably would have gave up. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, so.
I feel like now, like, it's a now or never thing. I can't give up because, like, number one, I enjoy what I do.
Yeah.
Second of all, I invested too much money in this now.
Yeah, listen, fly out.
I was actually doing the calculations earlier today. I was like, whoa, like, it's too much for me just to let it loose, just to give up. So, like, and I feel like having those other businesses kind of, like, you know, no one just starts off with one business. And, like, people go through these trials and tribulations where they get up, they fail, they pick up something else, it doesn't work. They keep going until they find out what it is that's going to work. So, I've found that, like, so I'm happy enough. But I just have to, and there is a market for me, especially my location. There isn't many lash techs or brow techs are doing that out in my location. So, and I have the surrounding areas as well. Them rural areas, like, so I can always, do you know what I mean? So there is room for me. So I have to just always remember that as well, and not do things for money, because when you do things for money, it shows in your work as well. Like, just do it because you genuinely want to do it and enjoy it, and that's what I do. Like, you know, I genuinely am enjoying it, and it's nice having, like, people come over, like, you're getting to know them a bit, they're getting to know you, like, they can be telling you about their life problems, and then you actually realise, like, sometimes, like, my life is actually all right compared to some of the stories people come in and tell you and stuff like that.
And I don't know, I always say that, even like I said to you, like, remember we were talking about Christmas earlier on, it's like, I remember the last day, I think I walked the Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
True story, right? I don't give a rat's anyone laughs, I don't give a bollocks, right? So I'm going home, yeah?
Yeah.
We finished at 12, I think it was fucking pointless going in. I think we finished at 11 even, right? So I done more fucking travelling than I did walk. Do you get me? Because I got in at 9, fucking, do you know what I mean? Like, 11 o'clock I finished. But I'm walking home, so I seen a woman on the street. And obviously, I'm like, shit, like, this is some people's reality, do you get me? They're going to be out here for Christmas, do you get me? Then I seen another man. Because obviously you don't see, where I live, like around Talent or whatever, yeah? You don't really see, like, people on the street like that, you get me? It's really when I'm going into walk. But I seen some fella handed him like 50 cents. But he had the biggest smile on his face, do you get me? You know, you're going to have some people that didn't get this for Christmas, or they wanted that, or... Because I was even skeptical about me ma this year as well, you know what I mean? I wasn't giving her a one, you know what I mean? Like, second kid, Tiago, you know what I mean? And Vinay, they were getting loads of stuff, do you get me? I was like, you're lucky you even got something, do you know what I mean? But you're skeptical of that, but like, this man was grateful for 50 fucking cents, do you get me? He had a big smile on his face, do you get me? And like, that got me very upset, like, I got teary eyed. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, and it's like you said there, people, like, we complain, but there's people, like, even with this my Lily, man, you seen how cold it was. I'm going to walk, bro.
And like, they're the first people when I think of.
Yeah, no, but it's not even. I was saying this to someone today. It's not even. Do you ever see people are like, you know, when it's raining? Back in the Facebook days, you get people. Oh Jesus, I feel sorry for the homeless because it's fucking raining.
Yeah.
Bro, do you not feel sorry for them every day? They're sleeping outside. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but I was doing a bin run the other day. I had my son with me because he wants to fucking. He doesn't let anyone leave the gaff without like him following you.
Yeah.
And no way, it was fucking freezing. The first thing I thought, man, I was like, there's people sleeping now on that.
Yeah.
Do you get me? It's bad.
It's
Do you know what I mean? So we try to just keep, man, look, I know like, life's tough and all, but like, people have it tougher, man. You don't want to hear it, but people have it tougher, do you get me? But come here, where can they, so plug yourself, where can they find the chat nas? Where can they find it?
So I have an Instagram and a TikTok. So it's,
Why are you panicking? Just plug yourself when you're panicking. Don't mind Smiley and his big arms, you know what I mean? Don't mind that fool, man. Plug yourself. And Smiley's coming here to do content to shout again, man. Go on, plug yourself. I'll talk to you for plug yourself.
But yeah, so my Instagram is Alion Brows.
Yeah.
And my TikTok would be the same as well.
Yeah.
And
so how many videos a week are we looking to, like...
So, Alion, it's actually my name backwards. A lot of people don't clock that, but so if you know my name, you'll know why I have to spell it backwards.
Spell it, please. Thank you, Smiley. Spell it. So, trying to plug you here. Spell it.
Alleon.
Because I'll say to my editor now, put the description. Do you want to see the description again? But,
okay.
No, look, like I said, I wish you well on your journey, man. And like I said, just more confidence, Noella, yeah? Like, for yourself. I know, look, it's obviously, I'm full of confidence, the most arrogant, as they say, or whatever, but just for you, just don't listen to the noise, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like 100%, and you'll fly. Do you have anything else to say before we leave? Do you want to discuss that else before? One question?
No, no, I think.
Do you feel like you touched on everything?
I think I touched on everything.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
All right, what's your question? You know the gig.
A question for you.
You watch now?
I actually did have a question.
Go on.
What was my question?
You forgot your question.
Like, I don't know what to ask. I was
One
gonna
question
ask
only.
it, like,
Yeah.
how you finding, like, do you think you've progressed in all this from starting from season 1, from your Instagram days, from shouting to Fabu to where you are now? And have you got Congo Boy on this yet?
He was on season 1. He was the 3rd episode.
And you were shouting at him as well.
Screaming at him.
Yeah, I remember. I had a
Fucking
feeling.
screaming. It was mad. Nearly had a knock.
Yeah, like, how do you feel going forward? Like, now we're in, like, a new year. Like, how do you think 2024 was for you? And how... Like,
I feel very feel. Alexander Usyk, whoever gets that one, right? Nah, look. I don't think I've progressed to the level that I want to progress. I feel like, look, we're doing it weekly now, which is trying to be more consistent and stuff like that. And obviously, do you know what, if I'm being honest, I was thinking about just the other day, even with just prep for the live show, I feel like it's not like the last one where I was like, you know, I was on go, do you get me? And everything was like, I feel like this one's a bit, I don't know, I think I probably rushed coming back because I took a long time off. But in chaos, that's where I do my best work. Yeah. I don't know what it is. I feel like when I prepare and I have everything meticulously, I don't like it. I'm all over the place sometimes. It's too like rigid or something. There's no freedom. But when it's chaos, I always rise to the occasion. Like it was in chaos, right? We started this in COVID. Life was shut down. We couldn't go outside unless you jabbed a fucking needle in your neck. You know what I mean? Like certain man. Did you get a needle in your neck?
I actually did, yeah.
You did, didn't you? You're bleeding full. To go get a Nando's, didn't you?
Yeah, I got 2, unfortunately.
Fuck's sake. The Johnson & Johnson?
I can't remember what brand it was.
Anyways, right?
Got it anyways.
So no, I feel like I walk better in chaos, and like even with like the adversity, if I can say, there's just certain people that like you are mates with in this, you're not now, and all this type of stuff, and there's doubt on you. There's people that like you love and stuff like that. There's doubt. So I just feel like let me just keep walking. Like everything I've said to you, basically, just keep on walking. I have some like I'm gonna be bold with my guests this year. Obviously, we're mates, but like I feel like the conversations need to step up. We'll get like people like, of opposing views to you. Like maybe get like a TD on. Like I messaged a TD the other day. I'll say it. Like he's a local TD. Even get like I'm in talks right now trying to get a trans person on as well.
Why'd you laugh?
Different because
why was that funny?
You know what I mean? Just different conversations. Just some mad people.
You talked about the gays and that.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like so yeah, just like because it did go stagnant for a bit, but like the views are consistent and like you know there's still like you go out, there's still people like that loving the pod, you still get good feedback and stuff like that, you know. But now look, we'll see what 2025 has in store if I'm consistent and I keep on walking. Do you know what I mean? Like
yeah, and so, it will be like you're doing well now, so just like you said, keep up the consistency and the momentum.
Yeah, and on just what we spoke about there, I just want to, like I said, I want to give couple of shout outs, just people that like, did you see that Dublin the soup thing they're trying to like shut them down? Did you see that? The volunteers.
No, I haven't.
No, so someone messaged me the other day just saying like you talk about it on the pod, and obviously just briefly looking into it. I'm basically just trying to the people that volunteer, at the GPO.
Yeah, they
stop them from doing like the soup runs and stuff like that and helping the homeless.
But why would they stop that?
Because something to do with like not attractive for tourists, and they feel like just people.
What's attractive about the GPO? It's a building.
And then they were saying it's not people could be undercover selling drugs or something like that. Which I was reading, there was a protest as well, which is ridiculous. But shout out, there's a couple of people like Jessica. They went out on her birthday. She went out and was like, handing out some stuff. Salem were Open Circle as well. They did some work. There were some worship songs. They were singing at GPO. Doc and Air, I worked with Jafaris and Lisa. We did some stuff as well. So anyone just giving back, man, especially in these times there. So I said I'll give a shout out as well. And then lastly, shout out Travi, dropped his tape. Do you listen to Irish music at all?
I listen to Smiles the odd time. And Young is.
Is on Travi's tape. Well, yeah, shout out to Travi as well. He dropped his tape yesterday. I was listening to it on the way down. Amazing stuff. And like I said from the top of this pod, you know, you guys, Happy New Year again. Welcome back, and keep showing the love and support that you guys show me. You know what I mean? Every single week. So we're gonna be as consistent as possible. Live show 15th of March. Hope to see you all, you guys there. Noella, thank you. Hope to see you there. You're gonna be there as well.
15th of March. I'm unfortunately,
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be in the country.
You won't be doing.
Yeah.
It's a Saturday as well, because last time was on a Wednesday.
know.
Yeah. But nah, look, thank you again. Where can they find you again?
Alion Browse on Instagram and on TikTok.
Grant. Like, share, subscribe.
Thank you.
Thank you.